Hey Michelle, you were asking me the other day about just the different trials and tribulations that pit bulls go through on an everyday basis. So I've told you there's some facts for you and some different stories, and some that I've experienced on a personal basis and some that I have not worked personally with the dogs, but have heard the stories of or whatnot. First I wanted to let you know that in Kansas City alone, 30 pit bulls die every single day. And that's from a mixture of them being fought and dying in the pits, from neglect, from abuse, and then also from being put down in shelters because none of the shelters will adopt pit bulls out. Which those stats seem pretty high for Kansas City, but in LA it's about 200 pits every single day that die. So that is definitely a problem. The reason for this is that there's backyard breeders who do not take care of the dogs at all. They just basically are puppy mills. They breed them. And pits have very large litters, and so that also contributes to the large numbers. Overall, the main thing that most pits go through is being fought in the pits, and it's a very sad ordeal for all the dogs. It's a cruel blood sport, and they're considered one of the best fighting dogs because they will fight literally to their death for their owners, and when they're in the pits, the owners will maintain eye contact with them, which will make them continue to fight no matter how injured they are. And something that will turn my stomach more than anything is hearing different clips of what they call them dogmen. They're the people who fight the dogs. They say that they do this for the love of the breed, for the love of the dogs, yet I don't know how you could put someone that you love through the pain like that, let alone if they don't make it, they just throw them outside and let them just die off from, their injuries, from bleeding to death, whatever it might be. So I'm going to tell you a few individual stories. My personal one is of my dog, Montana. He showed up on my doorstep during a snowstorm, neglected, abused. All my friends told me that he wasn't going to make it, I should just have him put down. And I spent all my time and energy in getting this dog back to health and named him. His full name is Tony Montana because he has a scar on his face from where he was either fought or I think he was kicked. So it's Tony Montana Scarface for the movie. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Other stories of dogs that we've dealt with through the organization I'm with, Missouri Pit Bull Rescue. We've rescued a dog that has been literally picked up and put on a barbecue grill, and it has the scars down the side of his body, which will forever be there. There's ones that we've dealt with that after a fight, they've been fought, so they're already injured, but they're on the losing end, so the owner gets mad, and this is a very typical thing that happens across the nation with dog fighters. They'll douse them in lighter fluid and light them and have them run down the street until they burn to death. Another more recent story that we've dealt with, we just found a pretty good foster home for this dog. He was a male pit who was found hanging from his genitals. He is a large pit. He's about 60 pounds underweight, so you can imagine that heavy of a dog. His penis had gone through his scrotum, so obviously lots of surgery and lots of money put into that. And he's doing great now, and he's turned out to be a wonderful dog. And we've only had him for about 3 weeks now, and he's just made a 180 turnaround. Another dog that we've dealt with is, this was a couple months ago. We found her, and she had just on her forehead, or on her head, she had about 35 plus cigarette burns, and then more down her body, again, starved, abused. And one that was kind of an interesting story, this was not with the organization I'm with, it was a different rescue organization. Some police went into a house, it was a drug raid, and unfortunately there was no one there, but they did find drugs and whatnot, but they heard a noise in the refrigerator. They opened it up, and it was one of the refrigerators that has a freezer box on the inside. And in the freezer box, there's a black trash bag, and there's a little black pit bull puppy in there. Bill was near death. They ended up being able to revive him, get him back to health, and he is now one of the top drug dogs in the nation because they named him Popsicle. It's actually a very kind of warm, fuzzy story. I could go on forever. There's so many stories on him, and I think that that's one of the most frustrating things working with the Missouri Pit Bull Rescue is hearing these stories and then hearing people who will talk about how bad the breed is, and that in all reality they're one of the best breeds, one of the best with humans, and after humans do these awful, awful things to them, how they can still be so loving and so nice, and a really rewarding breed to work with.